Okay, Milliger fans, happy summer. And what we wanted to do for you is to be able to highlight some great ways to be able to have great success in your garden all summer long. So you've seen a lot of education, of course, from us in the springtime, but now as we shift into the summer months, we get a lot of questions, especially about perennials, of maintenance and how to care for them, how to get, everyone's asking about flower power, right?
Oh, you bet.
Yes, so flowers are really important, and I have Jody Walker here. She is our perennial expert, one of our perennial experts. We've got such a great team here, but she wants to highlight salvia because this is such a big, strong category for us and for our customers. A lot of people like to incorporate this in their garden.
Well, yeah, one of the reasons you want to have salvia is because it has a very long bloom time and it will give you color for the entire season. Now, perennials, of course, are not annuals, and it's not just a matter of watering and feeding them. Sometimes you also have to trim them back and to get the best color in your garden.
A little bit of maintenance, but it's relatively easy, right? And I feel like it's very gratifying.
It's one of my favorite things to do, one of the destructo methods in the garden. But no, it's actually very easy. It reminds me of hairdressing, actually. So,
fun. I like
what
that.
we have here is in our demonstration garden. This is a Caradonna salvia. It's one of the biggest ones that we have. Tall, dark purple. It is a beautiful, beautiful plant. As you can see, it's starting to fade out a little bit here. These are our dead flowers. And now, if you had the time and the inclination, you could go and deadhead one at a time.
Oh, yes.
And that would take a very long time, and most of us just don't have that kind of time to do that. So there's a much...
Or patience.
Or patience. So there's a much easier method. You wait until the most of the plant is starting to look a little faded, and then you just give it a haircut. Shall I go ahead and do it?
Yes, I would love to see it.
Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to grab a handful here. If you can see, this is new growth coming, so I'm going to cut above it. I'm not going to be particular about where I'm cutting, just so long as I don't cut off the new growth. So grab a handful, cut it off.
That looks pretty easy.
It's super easy. You get it down to all about, uniform height, and it will actually make the plant look better in the moment. And then in about 2 weeks, all of these little baby plants, buds here, will flush up, and you'll have a big, full, beautiful plant again.
And getting that nice trim, that also helps with, I think, the strength of the plant also.
Yes, it does, because what the plant's main goal in life, if you will, is to make more of itself. It wants to set seed, and so if you cut off the flowers before they have a chance to set seed, then the plant puts its energy back into the growing
another flush of growth.
Of foliage and of buds. So
how many times will you do this, cutting back?
You can probably do this twice in a season. Right now it's late June. I might do another one late July, depending on how things look.
Sure. Yeah, there's some variables on that, but it looks better already. And then, like you said, 2 weeks isn't that long of a wait,
No,
and there's
it really
already
isn't.
some buds on here.
It may be
so
less than 2 weeks, depending on the weather and the rain.
All those beautiful buds there. And what a difference. It looks so nice and clean, and then to get that those fresh, beautiful flowers is phenomenal. And why are the flowers so important? Who have you noticed that has been visiting these?
Well, particularly this morning, I could not believe my eyes. I saw honeybees on some of the flowers, and that is very exciting to me because I've seen a lot of bumblebees,
right?
But honeybees, they don't, they haven't been around, and so to see honeybees all over the flowers was very exciting to me.
Yes, that's a great sign.
One of our favorite pollinators. But as you probably saw on camera just a second ago, there was a little white butterfly. It's probably a looper moth, but even so, they're all pollinators as well. And we really want our gardens to be alive, because that's kind of the whole point, is to have
the whole
a
balance
living ecosystem, and we can absolutely facilitate that.
Yes, I love it. So that's a great way to have success with your salvia all summer long in your garden and enjoy those beautiful summer blooms. Thank you so much, Jody, for all of your great tips.
Oh, you bet. Thank you.